The first Citizenship by Investment Hotel project gets underway. Annual principals meeting addresses education issues post-tropical storm Erika, and government launches its internal directory mobile app. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Kimani.
And I'm Nisha Charles. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after the break.
Thanks for staying with us. Government's Citizenship by Investment program has seen ground broken for its first hotel development. The first steps were taken for the Cabritz Resort, Kempinski, Dominica on Friday at Douglas Bay. The project is being undertaken by Range Developments for the Kempinski Group of Hotels. Honorable Reuben Blackmore was the acting Prime Minister.
Today's groundbreaking ceremony, coming almost 7 weeks after this country was struck by the most destructive storm in living memory, sends a strong signal that we are rising again, and together we shall build a better Dominica, which will make all of us proud.
Honorable Tourism Minister Senator Robert Tong sees the entire project as a sign.
This development is a signal of hope for the creation of additional employment, where one can provide for their families, and also a great opportunity for entrepreneurs to provide many services that the hotel plant will require. To the entrepreneurs here and listening to my voice, remember opportunity favors the prepared. So do your necessary research to ensure that you can capitalize on all of these amazing opportunities that will be before you.
Xavier Detribats is Kempinski president.
We are the oldest hotel chain in Europe, so Europe would make it the world. Our first hotel opened in Berlin in 1897. We were always a private company, which is important for what I'm going to say next. We have now 76 hotels, and we will never have more hotels than the year we are open. So in 1897, you make the calculation, now we could have 116 hotels, something like that. We will never, the owners of our hotel will never be one of 3,000. We will be an owner of a selected handpicked hotel. We do not do franchising, we don't do 4-star. We really only, what we know how to do is luxury.
Cabritz Resorts Kempinski Dominica will be the first Kempinski resort in the region. Mohamed Azaria is Managing Director of Dubai-based Range Developments.
I spent 2 days driving around the island to find perfection. And as we went through site by site by site on the list, my colleagues who were accompanying me could see the disappointment in my face. All of a sudden, the eureka moment happened, and we stopped at the top of the road, and the lady accompanying me jumped out of the car in her high heels and ran down the trail just there. I followed her, not being able to keep my breath, and as soon as we came to the end of the trail, I saw the view. And there it was, the home of the Kempinski Dominica. This site, without doubt, rivals any other hotel site in the Caribbean. Natural beauty, calm waters. And before you clap, Minister, you have my pledge. We will respect the environmental integrity of this site as we entrust it to do so. Develop in harmony with the land and sea to ensure sustainability.
Honorable Minister for Trade and Employment, Ian Douglas, describes the event as a historic and proud one. He also sees the development as a game changer.
As parliamentary representative for the Portsmouth constituency and Minister for Trade, Energy and Employment, I know the economic impact of this hotel both during and after the construction phase. Much needed employment for many of our people. A major consumer of our agricultural crops, vegetables, meats and fish and other services. Stimulation of interest in pursuing careers in tourism and tourism management. Improvement in the provision of other ancillary services, very much like what Ross University have done on the other side of the town. Increased sales and revenues to businessmen and merchants. A general improvement in the sense of pride and well-being of our people, not only those who will work at this establishment, but all of those who will be associated with this development.
Range Developments is expecting to open Cabaret's Resort Kempinski in the second quarter of 2018. The project will employ close to 500 at the peak of construction, the same when it becomes operational. View the resort's website, rangedominica.com.
Over the last 15 years, the Caribbean region has succeeded in bringing better health and wellness to its people. A recent multi-country assessment done for the United Nations revealed that from 2000 to 2015, countries in the region did significantly well against the Millennium Development Goals. Stephen O'Malley is UN Resident Coordinator for Barbados and the OECS.
While the region had certainly started in a good position, it was able to improve on such things as reducing hunger, reducing infant mortality, access to safe drinking water, and gender equity in education.
According to the study, the primary health challenge for the foreseeable future for the region is non-communicable diseases.
70% of the deaths in the region are attributable to non-communicable diseases. And there are also obviously very high costs associated with treating and helping those afflicted by NCDs to stay in good health. And of course, in some of the jurisdictions, HIV/AIDS remains a major challenge.
Over 50 primary and secondary school principals gathered at the Public Service Union building on Monday for the annual principals meeting. The meeting addressed various issues including the storm's impact on education, student performance at the National Youth Rally, as well as upcoming programs. Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine commended principals for their efforts in getting schools up and running post-Tropical Storm Erika.
Many of you engaging in cleaning and restoring the school plant to the point where you could receive the students. You engaged the students, the parents, and you interacted with our visitors who came to help with the cleanup effort, even as you grapple with your own personal discomforts as a result of the storm. You need to be applauded for that.
The Honorable Minister for Education, Peter Serjeant, believes that the challenges faced post-Tropical Storm Erika is an opportunity for improved education delivery.
While as adults we may be able to adapt changes for the students in our care, it is much more of a challenge. But let me remind you this morning that I believe that if we work together, we can override all of our difficulties. I try as much as possible to read my vocabulary of the word difficulty. I see what most people consider difficulty as an opportunity. It's really a stepping stone to some great victory that because of the prevailing circumstances we cannot see beyond. And I believe this is the dawning of a new day for us here in Dominica and within the Ministry of Education. This should signal for us, this should herald for us a new day in the delivery of quality teaching and learning here in Dominica.
The Honorable Minister reminded principals that at this time, it cannot be business as usual.
This is the time when as teachers of Dominica, as principals, you at the helm of your school, you must muster every ounce of determination within your physical and mental body. Communicate in a very clear, direct way to your staff that it cannot be life as usual. This is the time for sacrifices at all levels. And since you are charged, you are mandated with dealing with the future of this country, the post-Erika era must begin with every school in every nook and cranny of Dominica. And you are the CEO not the chief education officer, but the chief executive officer at your school, and so effectively you determine the costs that Penville or Coolibistry or Boetica will take in the next 15, 20 years. You have a generation that you are molding, and what you do today will determine the success or failure of Dominica as a nation.
Nisha, interesting story so far, but before we go into the break, I'd really like to talk about our very first story, right? The groundbreaking ceremony which was held for the Kempinski Hotel in the Cambridge area. And I think it's such a good thing that right after Tropical Storm Erika, I know we talk a lot about Tropical Storm Erika, but it's an event that we're going to remember for a long time. But even right after this, you know, government still pursuing things that we had on the agenda, and it really shows that government is committed to working. They're committed to bringing the country to a certain sense of normalcy, and even bringing the country forward into the plans that they have developed for Dominica.
And it shows to the level of confidence that these investors have in the Dominican government.
It definitely does.
Because I remember when the first discussions came on the scene in 2013, and then in 2014 we saw them come and sign the contracts, and here in 2015 we see the groundbreaking, and government has always been on the ball, and these investors, they're excited to be there, and they're excited to be in Dominica. So it speaks to investors' confidence in the Dominican government.
I really like that point that you're making, you know, because even Tropical Storm Erika, probably all the damage that was done, probably these investors would be a little bit reluctant, but to see that they have confidence in our government, you know, to move the country forward, it's really incredible. And also the hotel is going to, at the peak of construction, 500 people to be employed, so you can already see the kind of economic development that's going to take place, you know. And not only the people that will be directly involved in construction, but also other people in the community after the hotel has been built will benefit. Farmers, the fishing community, we know the Portsmouth area is there's a lot of fishing going on there, and they're farmers, so all these people are going to benefit. Even the young persons at government, the programs for hospitality programs, thank you, the hospitality programs, and all these other programs that were going on, all these people will benefit from that as well.
Yes, I remember when the Prime Minister addressed that gathering in 2014, he mentioned some of the objectives of this hotel, and one of them was to bring high quality rooms into Dominica, you know, export ready rooms, and this is something that Dominica has had a challenge with, but now with the onset of this hotel, we will see that coming. And just looking at Tropical Storm Erika ravaging even the tourism sector, where over $13 million worth of hotels were damaged, the Jungle Bay and the Rosalie Bay Resort. Now we can have and give people that sort of hope that these hotels will be here, and it will probably make up for some of the rooms that were lost, and to add to that, you know.
And it could also make Dominica attractive for more investors, because we're going to be the first island in the Caribbean region to have this sort of hotel, this grand hotel,
luxury hotel.
So this luxury hotel, so it will attract other people. And there's so many things, so many more positive things we can speak about for this new development for Dominica, but we'll keep it here for now.
Okay.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Welcome back. The government of Dominica, through the Information, Communication and Technology Unit, is utilizing mobile applications to enable citizens to understand and have access to important information and initiatives. On Monday, government launched its Internal Directory mobile app, which is the newest addition to government's e-government program, which began in 2009. The Honorable Minister for Information Science, Telecommunication and Technology is Kelvadaru.
The mobile application which we are now launching forms part of a thriving industry which utilizes computer programs designed to run on mobile devices such as smartphones and tablet computers. The government of Dominica, through the ICTU, is beginning to leverage mobile apps to further engage citizens to understand and have access to important information and initiatives. It is in this regard that the Establishment, Personnel and Training Department announces the launch of the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app. The new directory is a listing of all government offices as well as other relevant information, including locations, telephone numbers, email and web addresses.
Honorable Darus says this signals government's continued commitment to improve the lives of its citizens and to provide increased and cheaper access to government.
Government to business and vice versa transaction can be enhanced significantly, thus improving the environment for doing business in Dominica. It is my desire that everyone concerned takes the opportunity to utilize this available technology.
The new app affords users easy access to up-to-date contact information for government offices. There is also the option of saving numbers into your contact for future reference. Once downloaded, internet access is not required to access the contents of the application. The application is free for download and can be accessed on the government's website, dominica.gov.dm, Google Play Store, and One Market. The app was created by Kemuel Lodrick, a programmer at the ICT unit.
Following a discussion between Cabinet and agriculture stakeholders on the way forward after Tropical Storm Erika, GIS News got feedback from participants. The event took place at Anzame last Tuesday. Ministry of Agriculture resource persons made presentations on the status and the future of the 6 pillars which will be used to drive the economy. Tropical Storm Erika wreaked $100 million in damage to the industry in several areas. Gail Defoe of Wesley Farms processes local herbs and grows ginger. She shared her thoughts on the discussion.
There are a lot of challenges involved in farming. You know, as a farmer myself, as I said, as a woman farmer and an older woman farmer, I fully appreciate what many people were saying, you know. It may not sound relevant, but even things like insurance for crops, insurance personally. We lost crops during recent Erika. We've also lost major crops after several different hurricanes. Because we do non-traditional things like ginger and herbs, we have no insurance because we're not banana farmers. And so it's very important that we do discuss these things to make sure that farming is sustainable.
Kimani John of Fortney has just returned home after 7 years in China studying business management and rural development management.
Me coming there has more or less been to see what is actually happening with agriculture in Dominica, particularly post-Erika. So I just wanted to get that knowledge, actually be involved in agriculture at the stakeholders level, the policymakers level.
John says although he is not yet involved in the agriculture industry, that is his hope.
It was pretty fruitful because you got like input from different stakeholders, you know. You had the officials from the government, you also had like international and regional institutions coming to assist Dominica at this point in time, and also you had like the most important, that is like the perspectives of the farmers. I mean, like they are the grassroots people, they are the ones who go into the fields every day, so their input is definitely needed. There's a concept of building like state millionaires or state billionaires. And I think like this time with agriculture, that's one of the perfect opportunities to do it. Identify persons who are diligent, persons like who have vision for agriculture and actually invest in them, so that they can actually serve as a model for younger ones. I think one person start to have like a different perception of agriculture, then more youth will be attracted to it. I think it's all changing like the perspective, the image.
6 production pillars have been identified as banana and plantain, root crops and vegetables, pork and poultry, fruit, small ruminants, and coffee and cocoa. And before we leave, here are 3 announcements. Registration is now open for the January 2016 CSEC examinations. Private candidates wishing to register for this examination can now do so at the CXC Local Registrar's Office, the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development, or the Science and Technology Building on Cornwall Street during normal office hours. Private candidates are required to have their last registration or candidate number and a pictorial ID for registration. Registration closes on October 15th. The Bureau of Gender Affairs has extended its submission deadline for its drawing competition and photo-video art competition to November 15th, 2015. The theme is Stop That Violence. The competition is open to all primary school students and the photo-video art competition is open to all. Monetary prizes will range from $75 to $500 EC. For more information, you can find the poster for the competition under the announcements page on our GIS website, news.gov.dm. The Dominica State College, through institutional partnership CAR_18 project, is offering the following 12-week pre-technology courses commencing January 2016: bartending, housekeeping, landscaping, and maintenance. Interested persons between the ages of 15 and 29, unemployed, and not at school with 3 CXCs or less are asked to register at the Dominica State College, Dominica Hotel and Tourism Association members, Village Council offices, or contact Don Francis at 315-5128 for more information. This is a pre-technology initiative project funded by Colleges and Institutes Canada and UK Aid.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non moi c'est McPherson Saint-Louis. Premièrement, ministre de l'Éducation tient un forum pour mettre et maîtresse l'école aujourd'hui. Ministre de l'Éducation honorable Peter Saint-Jean a adressé ce teacher là.
Aujourd'hui là nous tenons le premier grand meeting maître et maîtresse l'école après cyclone Erika. Et ça nous a créé en sous toute maître et maîtresse l'école pour premièrement nous complimenter pour bon travail là yo fait puisque aujourd'hui 8 semaines après un cyclone là toute l'école nous a fonctionné et en ministre éducation il pas possible pour nous réaliser ça si c'est maîtresse et maître l'école là et teacher tout partout pas de travail et puis nous voulons complimenter yo pour bon travail là yo fait mais aussi nous a dit qui bin nous perdu yon 2-3 semaines en l'année l'école là mon cas crié à sous tout maître l'école et maîtresse l'école pour faire sacrifice puisque si les enfants nous ni pour faire bien nous voulons ouais toutes ces l'école là ces teachers là yo en l'école là car vraiment travail car ban plus qui 100% temps yo puisque il nécessaire pour nous ouais enfants faire bien.
Ministre Saint-Jean qui assiste teacher là pour travail et puis ministre de l'Éducation.
Aussi nous avons créé à sous mettre l'école l'année ça là pour essayer travail et puis nous pour augmenter sa ministre là qu'a fait. Nous avons des petits problèmes puisque autant pour là qui nous besoin comme $1 billion pour nous rebâtir Dominique. Et si nous ne pour faire ça, nous avons besoin de rebâtir dans l'école nous n'est pour manger chimé mais il est nécessaire pendant nous avons fait tout ça pour nous mettre attention en le développement moun et quand teacher à l'école c'est eux qui première ligne pour aider nous pour développer ça nous créer human resource capacity développer moun.
La nouvelle FAO, ça c'est Food and Agriculture Organization, fait contribution $300 000 US pour le ministre agriculture, l'argent qui a dépensé en secteur salam, sinon compte Erika. Parole ça là sorti du ministère de l'Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drango.
Et puis quand on a parlé à présent, FAO même, qui a fait une contribution à Dominique pour goumer en sous-affaires pendant au Tropical Storm Erika. FAO qui a banou à Dominique $300 000 américains pour nous ça faire un bon impact en pays pour vivre en métier agriculteur à le pays. Si bien prochain, à la déjà ici, mais c'est maintenant qui va venir, nous avons trouvé un agreement pour ces $300 000 ça, et $300 000 ça, nous avons servi pour aider nous, pour nous manger chimère qui a affecté, chimère jardin qui a affecté en bas Erika, et puis nous avons aussi servi pour des outils, mon farmers, nous avons aussi servi pour farmer éducation associée response, ça qui est rapid response, il a fait pour remettre agriculteur à les pays. So nous avons dit FAO merci pour contribution ça. Nous avons aussi dit FAO merci pour tout ça que a fait nous Dominique à toutes ces années à affaires agriculture.
Un nouvel programme Citizenship by Investment qui voit un gros hôtel bâti en Guatans. Compagnie Kempinski qui bâti hôtel Salah en Cabrets. Groundbreaking cérémonie proposée Salah pour place vendredi qui passe. Monsieur Emmanuel Nantan, c'est chef département gouvernement qui est en charge à programme Salah.
Aujourd'hui, nous commençons à travailler pour faire un hôtel à Kocha, à Guatas. Tout le monde Guatas tellement content parce que c'est longtemps mon cap parler quand faire un hôtel ici. Pour un resort Pikinski venir ici, nous tellement content, nous tiens bien content. Tout le monde Guatas content, tout le monde la note content, tout le monde Dominique content pour travailler ça là. Nous sentons range avec Kipinski qui a fait un bien travail ici parce que deux jours passés moi j'étais en Antigua et puis monsieur Mohamed les moi j'étais à hôtel là la madame VIP lounge airport là dit moi ambassadeur à qui place gars et moi dit qui hôtel moi gars et dit qui ça où est qui mon qui là moi dit moi fait un nom il dit non ça pas pièce place pour aller et puis non les moi aller à hôtel moi les moi garder hôtel là moi vois ça qui était capable de mais les moi inspecter hôtel là et puis Boug Mohamed hot range il garde il dit moi ça regarde hôtel comme ça moi dit et bien c'est un bien hôtel il ba moi la mail il dit moi si moi faire un big comme ça à Dominique point officier avait fusillé moi so il dit ça il a fait ici c'est le premier hôtel à la Caraïbe il y a une compagnie no South Korea not Korea one in a place Asia qui a venu qui pour faire la finish la fini à hôtel là et là nous voyons ça yo qu'a faire tout le monde Dominique qui est content.
Et puis finalement ministre agriculture qui monitor programme yo qu'a conduit parole ça là sur le permanent secrétaire ministre agriculture Mr. Harold Gis.
Monitoring programme c'est comment on va évaluer ça va faire ça mean pour dire on est monde qui va venir avec qu'on établir quelque chose qu'on bâtir quelque chose on examiner comment si ça aller bien si pas aller bien si pas aller bien on va arranger qu'on va aller comme ça aller ça là il va empêcher de faire un mistake vous comprenez mais si on fait un mistake on va corriger mistake ça là tout de suite. C'est ça qui est monitoring programme. Mais évaluer, c'est comment on regarde, comment on fait. Si vous faites bien, si vous ne faites pas bien, qui ça aussi posé faire un autre jour, un autre lait. Mais il met pour ça faire évaluation ça pardon qu'à travail, pas pour finir le travail là. Parce que si il y a un problème pour finir le travail, le problème n'est déjà fait. Information est bon pour l'autre projet là, mais pour le projet là, on va faire à l'aise là. C'est mieux ou qu'on fait pour que ça continuous monitoring and evaluation.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Moi, c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up, why it's important to take a break.
Studies have shown that it takes twice as long for people to heal if they're chronically stressed compared to those who are more relaxed. For that reason and more, the willingness to rest is one of the cornerstones of good health, and chances are you're not getting enough.
A break doesn't have to be long. 2 or 3 minutes of sustained mental quiet after an hour of work can do wonders. Just take a few minutes, no matter where you are, and just close your eyes. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News Desk, I'm Nisha Charles.
And I'm Kimani. Thanks for watching, and join us again next time on National Focus.